Hello, I have arrived. Artist, archivist, future man, and tonight, theoretical medical professional. You can call me Tiberius Vanderfield. Hello, hello. So, Arknights. But yes, so, I suppose we'll go over the schedule. Yeah, the Arknights itself should be pretty straightforward, I suppose, but anyway, so, schedule. Tonight, we are playing Arknights, like I said. Tomorrow, we are doing a stream to... Yeah, we are doing the 4th anniversary stream, which will involve me talking about the past year and what I want to do in the upcoming year. Pretty straightforward that too, I suppose. But yes, 8:30 p.m. Central Time is the expected time for that stream. And yeah, that should be basically everything. But yes, I am eager to get started here, so let's not waste too much time. But yes, we have quite the foe ahead of us. Arknights. So yes, so, last time, off stage. But yes, so, I think that we started 510 last time. I don't think we had been in 510 before then. There's been a lot of times when we've had a stage go on for 2-3 streams. So I kind of lose track of how long I've been in this prison. Yes. So, the bulk of the problem here is that on this tile there is a particular foe by the name of Mephisto, and we don't like him because he causes a lot of problems for us. Yes, he heals his allies. Yes, a lot of his allies heal over time, and he also... Let me restart that to be a little bit more clear. So yes, so he is able to actively heal his allies 3 at a time. And in addition to that, there are a number of other units in the mission who have a regeneration ability, and having Mephisto on the field means that regeneration ability is doubled. So, all of that means that he's a big problem for us because he significantly improves the lifespan of every other unit on the field, more or less. Yes, whether actively or passively, he makes things a lot more troublesome for us. So, the question then becomes, what are we going to do about this? And as of yet, we've not had a great answer to that question. But yes, I've got some ideas, but we'll see how those go. But yes. So, the first idea that I have currently, if I can get the mouse over to the right screen, there we go. But yes, the first idea I had was to make use of crews. Yes, not necessarily specifically crews, but just a sniper in general. A sniper that has a little bit more range on them to be able to, in theory, target the tile that Mephisto is in. Because yes, currently we've been having Kayabe on this square, and she doesn't quite have the range to be able to hit Mephisto consistently. Or at all, I suppose. But yes, the problem with that, though, is that Kayabe is very important for getting rid of the defense crushers, who are very high defense enemies. And yeah, Kayabe is able to shred high defense enemies. So, putting her somewhere else could potentially compromise the rest of our defenses is part of the problem. Of course, that being said, we don't necessarily need to have Kayabe out for the entire mission. We could use her for part of it and then switch out to crews or vice versa, or even alternate back and forth. Though, doing so switching between them more than once is probably unlikely, given the need to wait for their redeploy time to run out. So yes. So, that's sort of the first idea that I had. Another idea that's probably not as good is potentially using Swire, or perhaps some other high or long-range guard to be able to attack further. This isn't, I don't think, is as good of an idea, if it's a good idea at all. But yes, another thought that I had was potentially using a executor guard perhaps, such as Kirin R. Yato, though specifically not Kirin R. Yato, because I like to keep her very firmly in the back pocket rather than use her extensively. Yes, waifu here is, I think, probably of the options that we have leveled up even remotely, probably the best executor that we have for this purpose. But yeah, there are other executors that we could use, but I think if I had to choose one, waifu would be the choice. But yes, Gravel is also an executor, but the problem with her is that she's geared towards defense rather than towards damage, which can be useful for some purposes, and indeed could be quite useful for this stage in a number of places, but isn't exactly what I'm looking for right now. Because again, the problem is that we really want to get Mephisto down faster. We want to make sure that we're putting damage on him. So yes, for some other considerations, we could also make use of a splash caster. Though that being said, I don't know if I have one that would be particularly helpful for this purpose. Of course, a chain caster, I don't know if we have any chain casters. A chain caster could also work. Basically, the idea being that we would want someone who has an AoE attack, or has an attack that bounces from multiple targets, to be able to deal some arch damage in this area as we need, and then have at least part of that hit Mephisto. But yes, again, Kayabe just does not quite have the range to be able to target him in any of the squares that we can place her. But yes, again, a splash caster would not be able to do that either. They have slightly worse range even. Yes, which is why I'm sort of thinking more of a chain caster. But again, I don't know that I have any. At least I don't know that I have any that are leveled up. Is Gray a chain caster? If anyone would, no. So yeah, it looks like I don't have any leveled up. I've got Pudding, who is not leveled up, but is extant. We could level up Pudding, I suppose. That could be useful. A slow could be good. Pudding might be worth considering. I don't know if she has any other traits that would make her a good choice, because again, Aobe puts in a lot of work. Aobe puts in a lot of work with her very strong anti-defense abilities. Worth considering. What is... Alright, if we promote her, she gets electromagnetic waves, and I don't know what that does. Okay, so it's just a straight attack buff. But yes, Pudding is a choice. The only drawback is that we could only put damage on Mephisto with her if there was another enemy within range of him. And now that we've demonstrated from the fact that I don't have any leveled up that I haven't used any chain casters extensively. So there's a very real possibility that I just don't know how they work properly. So I don't really know how to plan around Pudding at this stage. So yes, another option could potentially be to use Totafons or another Besieger sniper such as herself. But yeah, she has very good range. I think even if we were to place her, say, on this lower tile facing up, we could probably, in fact, yeah, we definitely could still hit Mephisto. The problem is that she specifically targets heavier enemies, heavier Sarkaz enemies, and I don't think Faust is a Sarkaz, and he's definitely not very heavy. But yes, he doesn't say if he's a Sarkaz or not. I don't know that he is. I don't know that he is. The defense crushers are heavier. I don't know whether they are Sarkaz or not, but they are heavier. So until they are all dealt with, what was I saying? until they are all dealt with. Tautophons, that's her name. Until they are all dealt with, Tautophons would attack them exclusively. Junkmen... Oh, I'm surprised that Junkmen are lighter than Mephisto, but I guess it makes sense from a gameplay perspective, because you don't want the players to be pushing around bosses too willy-nilly, with some exceptions. So yes. So the Defense Crushers, once they're gone, Mephisto will probably, in fact, yeah, Mephisto would be de facto the highest weight other than the Spec Ops casters. Whether or not the Spec Ops casters are Sarkaz is also up in the air. Yeah, it's hard to say. Hard to say. I know that we have other Besiegers, like just in general, not any that we have leveled up, but we do. There are more that exist in the game. Let's see. Otter is one that we've used before. Do you have a targeting priority that would be troublesome? Heaviest enemy. Which wouldn't necessarily cause her to, or wouldn't necessarily cause him to target. Well, I don't know. Yeah. You can also attack invisible enemies, which I don't know that that's going to be particularly valuable. I don't think there are any enemies that are invisible on this stage. Otter could be used. Probably worth considering, but for right now, we'll leave it on the back burner. I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I feel like Otter or Tautophons could be a good choice. But I think we'll keep refining the strategy that we've been working on. Well, we'll try out the normal sniper strategy, then I think we'll try out the chain caster strategy, and then I think we'll try out the... I just realized, I don't know if Mephisto can heal himself. If so, that's very problematic. I suppose we'll see. Anyway, I think if we want to ensure that we have the best uptime of being able to target Mephisto, and again, this will compromise our defense somewhat, but we might want to place Cruz here facing right, and Keobe here facing up. If we do that, actually, that probably wouldn't be as troublesome as I had thought. Previously, we've been placing Cement here. We could place her here, and that would ensure that we have enemies within Keobe's attack range, at least more consistently within her attack range. Yes, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. So yeah, I think that's worth considering. Again, we'll have to see how this all plays out. But it's not a terrible idea, I don't think.
Everyone, prepare for battle.
There he is. The one who has been causing us all this grief. Alright. Down Scavenger goes. And as soon as we can, we'll place Myrtle.
Hide, and make sure to put out the cooking fire.
Yes, I probably should have reviewed my performance last time a little bit more carefully, because I don't remember precisely what I did. Not that it's a huge deal, but I do want to... Okay, Cruz is going to... Actually, this would allow Keobe... Well, How much range would Keobe have in this situation? That's not bad. I don't know that that was when we wanted to place down Keobe necessarily, but she's already on the field, so there's not much we can do about it. Now, is Mephisto... Mephisto is not healing himself. That's good. Oh, okay, yes he is. Never mind. So, the plan of dealing damage to Mephisto proactively looks like it is falling apart before it has even had a chance to see the light of day. But yeah, we either need a lot more damage, and we are going to have more damage soon, to be fair.
Are we doing this? Garbage.
I have to get serious now.
But yes, we can get rid of, well,
There you are.
one
Hurry
thing
up.
that is worth considering
In position.
is that we
ready to
are,
light 'em up.
yeah, his health bar is staying down.
Sheathe my weapon.
He's healing himself, but he's not healing himself that quickly. He's not healing himself so quickly that he's a massive threat to us. I should have used Keabe's skill earlier there, but...
There we go.
Alright, get medics on the ground.
Here I am.
Alright. The defense pressure is not a problem. But Faust is going to be a problem.
Moving out.
So, let's do this
Remember,
to ensure that he is not a problem.
Take aim. Your
All right.
orders, please. Let's burn 'em
Scorched
up.
Earth, so we can get a little bit more damage on Mephisto. Honestly, this might be exactly what we were looking for. But yes, we're not going to have as much DPS assistance for Cement, which is not ideal. But again, if we are able to take out Mephisto earlier...
Don't force my hand.
Okay, no, this isn't going to work. This definitely isn't going to work. Unless... No, this isn't going to work because Amiya is going to get shot to death. Unless...
Here I am. How do you like this scent? Don't be afraid, please. Come to your senses.
Is Amiya going to be able to... No.
Here I am.
How's the defense pressure looking? It's hard to see its health bar, but it is alive, and it is going to get past Cement, it looks like. Yeah, we can't stop it properly. I guess it wouldn't be very good at crushing defense if
Doctor.
it took, yeah, if the stunned target got up before it was... Oh! Mephisto's dead. Okay. So yeah, actually, this strategy worked pretty good. It worked really well. So yeah, no complaints, I suppose. Highly successful. We did let one enemy through, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, so, the worst of it is over, but now we do have to deal with Faust. And we've never gotten to a point where we've had to deal with Faust, so I'm not quite sure what to make of him.
Here I am.
Alright. So, he's going to continue to focus down Cement, which shouldn't be a huge deal because Cement is very strong.
There you are.
I don't know what kind of melee attacks Faust... Well, it doesn't matter what kind of melee attacks Faust has because Faust can't be blocked. But yeah, so he probably doesn't have any melee attacks, honestly.
Yes. Come on. Chin up.
But yeah, so he's no longer untargetable for what that's worth. But you know who is targetable?
I know what to do.
Hibiscus. This probably isn't... This is a panic maneuver. This isn't going to work very well, I don't think.
It
Yeah.
reveals a lot. Here I am.
With the two medics, Hibiscus probably has enough survivability to last. Another thing we might want to consider is potentially using Manticore or another ambusher to make sure that we have enough healing. Or not healing. That we have another unit who can do damage. Someone just fell. Chen did. That's not the worst thing in the world. But yes. Someone else who can take damage. Or deal damage, rather. Without being targeted by Faust.
There you are.
So yeah, because it looks like Faust is going to be the new problem.
Need some fire.
So yeah, being able to do AoE effects would probably be good for dealing with Faust. It does look like we're going to lose Hibiscus, which is unfortunate. If we can clear this out fast enough, we might be able to survive. Alright, so Faust is still a problem. I don't know what I thought I was doing from there. Okay, not enough damage, and he's going to get past us, which means that we are going to lose. Very close, though. Yeah, I think honestly, Manticore could have been what changed that for us. Because I don't think there's no way that we can do enough damage to him fast enough to take him out. I don't think, unless actually Chen is able to stun him. Chen is able to stun him. Chen is also able to perish, but we might have won this, actually. We won this. Man, that was something. All right. That was a lot quicker and easier than I thought it would be. I thought we'd be here all stream, honestly. Okay, let me have a moment to collect myself. All right. Tip. Yes. So, plan A, extremely successful. No revision needed, other than, I suppose, to take out that one defense crusher. So yeah, we could have done that a little bit cleaner. Yeah, if we had an ambusher, I was going to say, I wanted to use an ambusher specifically because they'd be able to do damage, but because they have lowered targeting priority, Mephisto wouldn't attack them, regardless of when I place them on the field. So yeah, pretty good. You have nowhere left to run. Curse you. Where do you think you're going? Put your hands where I can see them. I've seen through all your tricks, kid with the scales. I told you, that's not going to work. Blaze. Don't worry, these attacks hurt about as much as firecrackers. Block my shot in advance. You know where they're coming from. Of course I do. I've already figured you out. Amiya, back off. I'm going to use that. Got it. I'll disrupt Mephisto's guards again, so make it quick. Take this bit of my blood as a farewell gift, Reunion's phantom crossbowmen. See, then blast apart their disguise. You're using your own blood as an incendiary? Huh, do I look like some kind of caster to you? Only some egotistical newbie would go around committing arson like that. Sorry, but this is just one of my fighting techniques. Show yourselves, you have nowhere to hide. Faust, my camouflage is gone. Command, retreat. What are those? When did Reunion hide snipers over there? Now? Right now. Multiple Reunion snipers have appeared, primarily in the second floor of the east building and the third floor of the south building. Proceed with caution. They may have set up ambushes for us on the lower levels. Was the strange phenomenon in the building also caused by them? Clever. You use refraction to make themselves seem invisible. However, you can't completely conceal your tracks or make sudden movements without compromising the effect of your arts. Am I correct? You're quite smart. It's all because of our great intel. Now that you know the gig's up, you should surrender. If you want to continue fighting, I'll make you pay for the deaths of Ace and Scout. I don't even care if you weren't involved, kid. Faust, we still have ammunition. Retreat. We've already lost our intel advantage. I'll keep them occupied. The rest of you move immediately. Understood. Why aren't you shooting her? Faust? Attack, my guards! Hurry! There are 4 of them, just 4, and only 3 of them pose any threat. Fight! Tear apart those sinners, now! With Dr. Tiber's leadership, the 3 of us are more than enough to defeat all of you. Not to mention those infected who you harmed, who you robbed of their free will to the point of not even being people anymore. Even that scaled boy next to you might not side with you anymore. His thoughts are filled with sorrow and turmoil. Mephisto, you are alone on this battlefield. You can read my mind? No, I just felt it. So, you'd have no idea what I'm thinking. Amiya! I'm fine. I can barely block his shots. However, I won't be able to keep suppressing... My control is slipping. Mephisto, let's go. Their reinforcements are wiping out our forces. We've never even seen some of them before. There's been a change in plan. Our moves have been read. Why haven't our forces come? We have over 20 squads and 2 major brigades, so why are none of them here still? Where is Crownslayer or Frostnova? This isn't like Chernobog. We couldn't shut down the enemy's communications, though they were able to call lots of reinforcements and put up a vigorous resistance. Mephisto. Where are they still not here yet? Won't know the reason unless we see it for ourselves. Let's get out of here first. Lace, I'm about to reach my limit. Can you finish this? Sure thing. Just me and that Chen lady should suffice. Quick. Did I give you permission to leave? You guards, kill her! Kill her! Over a dozen of them started moving at once. That's going to be a pain. They're coming at us, Chen. Thank you, Rhodes Island operator. Now nobody can get in my way. Huh? Still no good. I don't have a way to completely counteract their cloaking. Forget it, this should be good enough. Pishao, this time. Crimson overflowing. Can it be? Thank you. Did you unsheath your sword just then? 1 slash? And you managed to cut down a dozen of those things? That sword. I think I should start choosing my words a lot more carefully around her. You. What did you... Run! You can't escape either. Faust. Faust, you're injured. You're... No. No. No! It's over. Not yet. What? Lured me into shoot from point blank? Didn't you manage to block it, though? They used the cover of the explosion to make their escape. Whoa, a chain of explosions? The entire top level is collapsing. I'm not going to be able to chase after them? Half of that was your doing. Can't do a thing about that. Hurry, we need to go. No, I need to stay here until they come. We failed this step. You must leave. I failed? I failed? Impossible! Wasn't everything going according to plan? Did I not call for our reinforcements a long time ago? Were we betrayed? Was our information leaked? Who was it? Why does the LGD know about our deployment and our strategies? Just go. If we weren't betrayed, then who could have done it? Lula would never make a mistake, so she must have planned for this. No, that's impossible. Why would she set us up like this? Faust, there's no way I can accept this. I refuse to believe it. Jump! I'll hold on to you. Fine. Well, shoot. Venom, looks like this building's gonna need some serious renovating. It's a shame that those two kids got away, though. Those mindless followers are still coming at us like cornered animals. Dealing with all of them is still going to be a serious thorn in the side. At least we managed to take back the headquarters. This is our victory, even if it's a short-lived one. Lamia, how did Rhodes Island manage to make it out of Chernobog? Miss Blaze came to our aid in the nick of time. There was also a loudmouthed LGD officer just outside the ruined city. It would have been easier if you had just helped us in the first place instead of watching from the sidelines. I was expecting you to say something like, I didn't need Rhodes Island's help anyway, or I'd rather die than work with them. But at least you don't seem to be that stubborn. Is there anything else you'd like to say? If not, I'd like to head back to Rhodes Island. I never knew Rhodes Island had an aircraft like that. We have a lot of things that might surprise you. Just like you, we don't want to play our entire hand. You're not counting us as one of your cards, are you? Madam Chen, there's an incoming transition on a private line. Transmission, even. It's for you. Hello? Well done, Madam Chen. Is Madam Swire also on this channel? I am. Please report your progress. I bailed Rhodes Island out, and I also finished arrangements for the various brigades. Coordinating and managing everything took me 3 whole nights. How about you, Madam Chen? I've already taken back... With Rhodes Island's assistance, we've taken back the LGD headquarters. Their commander will spread word of their defeat through the ranks. The Reunion forces left in Lungmen have been corralled into our ambush points using the routes we arranged for them. Next, we just need to wait for their counterattack. My mission is now complete. I've also received reports from a few of your other colleagues. All missions in the last phase have been completed flawlessly. Well done, all of you. We will now move on to the next phase.
I guess this was a bit of a letdown.
For you, perhaps. I'm pretty excited about all that went down. Tip. What's with this? Interesting. So yes. So, we have completed 510. And historically, throughout this chapter, we've gotten acceptable results. But I think we were close enough to cracking that wide open that it's worth giving it another shot. So yeah, so I think we're going to swap out Swire for Manticore to do as I had planned on. Ethan is also a decent choice. Yeah, Ethan's arts damage could be quite useful. But yeah, I think that the movement speed would be a little bit more so, though.
Okay.
So yes. So, I believe we can do that. I believe we can do this properly. So let's do this properly.
Operation commencing.
Alright. We know the deal. But yes, just a little bit more refinement would be enough to clear this without difficulty, I think. Or not necessarily without difficulty, but without fault.
I'm here to help.
So yeah, so deploying our range units early worked very well for us, so there's no reason not to do it again, I would imagine. So yes. So once again, Kayabe really bailed us out. I feel like we could probably have done it without Kayabe, especially because she wasn't the one targeting a lot of the defense crushers. But, you know, no need to be too reckless with things. Who do we deploy next? Oh yes, Quartz, as per usual.
Perfect timing.
Yes. Then we can get our medics on the field.
There you are.
I suppose it doesn't matter too much when specifically we deploy our medics, as long as we get them all out before we get our defenders out.
So this is about a aim. Oh, I have to get serious now.
Alright, and then once we've got the points from Scavenger, we should be good to switch, honestly.
Hurry up.
But yes, I think we want to, well, we'll see how the Defense Crusher treats us, honestly.
Time your strength. It's more important than brute strength. Here I am.
Alright. We might get this Defense Crusher down without them crushing our defense. Nice.
Are we doing this?
Alright. Putting... I don't know. Honestly, putting Fire Whistle on the field sooner rather than later would probably have been the best choice. I think we might have wanted to go back to Stratum Groundbreaker on Cement, because we haven't gotten much use. Oh! I just remembered what... Yeah. Because Cement is a duelist. Yeah, duelist defender. So she only gets SP when she's blocking. But she hasn't been blocking very much because we've been taking out the enemies before she had the chance to, essentially.
Serious now.
So yes. So, anyway. Where would we want to place Manticore? Anywhere around here is probably fine, honestly.
Ready?
Okay, she is within caster range, so we have... Alright. We're probably going to want to retreat her. Because, yeah, we can't heal her from where she is.
Your orders, please. This one's for you.
Yeah, once the casters are gone, that's when we'll want to deploy her. I suppose we also had Chen on the field before now, last time, didn't we? I kind of forgot about Chen, to be honest.
Come on, chin up. Please, come to your senses.
So yeah, so that has changed the circumstances somewhat. Things have actually changed quite a bit. Yeah, what went differently there? I guess I probably had all-out clash earlier or something.
Then my sword.
Alright, well, I don't want to spend too much time on this.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
No need to be sorry. But yes. But yes, so I didn't place down Chen when I did previously, so that was part of the issue. Anyway, Stratum Groundbreaker I think would be the best choice because we're not going to be blocking very much with Cement, but at least we can block something. I almost wonder if Eunectes would also... Tomahawk could be good, just for... Well, no? Okay. So she has 692 in her attack, so if she got plus 10%, her defense wouldn't be quite as high. I guess we could level her up, but her defense wouldn't be as high, certainly. And I think her attack would still be lower. Because yeah, if you add 69 to that, then that would still be 761? 761? That sounds about right. Anyway, let me actually do the math here. I'm not going to be content until I've actually done this. Alright, so 692 times 1.1. Yes, that would be 761.2. So yes. You know, I chopped off the decimal point intentionally there, in case anyone was wondering. So yeah, so it'd be marginally worse. Marginally worse than Cement. Granted, again, if we leveled her up, or if we improved the skill, it would probably be substantially better. But I don't know. I don't think we have a huge reason to use Eunectes over Cement. Other than, again, the fact that she's not going to be blocking that much in the role that she's in. I don't know. Stratum Groundbreaker's fine. Plus, I just like Cement. So.
Work, work. Hop to it now.
So yeah. So I think we could have used All Out Clash. Or I think we previously used All Out Clash when we didn't that time around. Because I noticed I had it on cooldown. Or I had it off cooldown when she was getting passed by the Defense Breaker. Or Defense Crusher. But yeah, other than that, again, we would have needed to deploy Manticore later if we didn't want her to get attacked by the individuals, casters, whatever they're called. Anyway, Spec Ops casters. But yes, we'll give it one more shot at the 3-star,
I'll buy a round for us all.
and
when we're done.
beyond that is purely a matter of my own, something to do on my own time, to my own satisfaction, if I feel so inclined.
Ready? Stick to the plan.
But yes, honestly, if I just replicated what I did last time, but was a little bit, or just had Manticore on the team, basically, and was able to deploy her,
Sleep on the job.
then that would more or less solve the problem. But yes, so, here they.
Give it to me. Whew, almost dozed off. We're counting on
Yeah,
you
doing
again today,
those,
little
doing the Mephisto's herd voices definitely does a number on your throat.
Here I am.
Probably not the best thing to do when I've already been having some throat issues earlier in the week, but oh well. So yes, so when do we deploy Chen? I don't recall precisely. And I wonder if we could. No, I was going to say I wonder if we could improve this somewhat, but I don't think we could improve it substantially. But yeah, so I think we'd want to save Aobe's skill usage for once the defense pressure starts moving. We probably don't need to wait until like right after the defense pressure moves.
I won't be afraid.
But yeah, we probably, or we don't want to wait necessarily until it's within range, but waiting until it starts moving is, I think, the ideal. This is not ideal, though, it attacking Chen. Though, she is stunning it, and it is dying, so could be worse. The problem, though, is whether or not Shen's going to take too much damage from everything else now. Anyway, I think we're good to swap her out.
In position and ready to light 'em up.
And then,
Serious now.
yeah, we can deploy Cement. Alright, everything is... Did I switch over to... Yes. Okay.
What's
Alright,
that
everything
smell?
is as planned. But yeah, so Mephisto is still going down at a reasonable rate. The fact that we're doing damage to other units does mean that he's not healing himself, so that's good. Because yeah, he definitely seems to prioritize healing his allies over himself.
This one's for you. Come on.
He's not exactly a kind man, but he does have that going for him. Not exactly a kind man is perhaps the most charitable way anyone has ever described Mephisto.
It reveals a lot.
Alright. So yeah, so now I think we're good to deploy Manticore. Where exactly, I think maybe doesn't matter too much, honestly. This might actually be better, because this way she is within range of healing. He's going to block some shots that would be otherwise directed towards forts. So yeah, this is definitely something with potential.
There you are.
So yeah, Kyobei, I feel like her ability is no longer a major factor here. Yeah, we might as well use it, but... it's not the most important thing in the world anymore. But yes, more damage is more damage, so I'm not going to complain about that, but yes, Chen is getting healed passively pretty well. But yes, Cement is surviving perfectly fine, and of course Faust isn't going to be able to launch his double damage shots every time. So yeah, we probably should have used Scorch Earth a little bit earlier, just to get a little bit more damage on the field, but it's perfectly fine.
Doctor, I'm in position.
One, yeah, slightly unfortunate thing with this is that because of Quartz's positioning, she can only really support Fire Whistle. And granted, we want her supporting Fire Whistle as much as we can. I probably don't need both medics using their ability at the same time.
Doctor, I pioneer strike. It's more important than brute strength.
So yeah, that might not have been the best time to use All-Out Clash. And yeah, honestly, we're not even getting much good use out of Stratum Groundbreaker.
Here I am.
Yeah, we'll use Keabe's ability again, because more DPS is more DPS. Yes, anything we can do to make Chen not die is pretty good, in my book.
Orders, please. Panicking just spreads the fire faster.
Chen might still die, unfortunately, but such is the nature of life.
Don't be afraid. We'll heal that wound in no time. Go.
Yeah. But that is what happened last time, so it's not like, you know, everything is falling apart. So yeah, if we were to deploy another high defense unit, we could potentially optimize a little bit more. But now I think we want to make sure that we're saving our clash for when Faust is in range. Or maybe just slightly before. I don't know, we want to stun him is the thing, I believe.
Doctor, I'm in
But
position.
we are getting a little bit of an issue.
Doctor, I'm in your
I don't know, we might want the
I only
DPS.
must strike the enemy.
So yeah, he'll be within range soon enough. We did lose our medic, as expected.
Come on, chill. Relax, Ducky. Just show up at completion time. Need some fire to turn up the heat.
Yeah, we are losing uptime on... Yeah, we are losing uptime on... Yeah, okay. Everything that I had planned to use that move for has failed. But we can distract Faust a little bit. Do a little bit more damage to him.
Take them out fast.
Your orders, please. This one's for you.
So yeah, so she can't, you know, melee attack him, but she can still use her ability. And there we go, perfect clear. Alright.
Looking after everyone's health is my greatest motivation.
Alright. I'm quite pleased with that, to be honest. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. Man, I wonder what the challenge mode is like. Mephisto's HP and defense are greatly increased. Well, thankfully we don't have to deal with that right now. Alright, I think we'll do the story here, and then we'll wrap up for today. Sip. So yes, a conclusive and quite satisfying victory. 4:45 a.m. Clear. LG Headquarters Rooftop Ruins, Upper Lungmen. Madam Chen, I believe Amiya is right next to you. Can you hear me? Yes, Chief Wei. Very well then. I must apologize, leader of Rhodes Island. Though I can risk sending the LGD deep into enemy territory, I can't risk bringing any more players into this game. The situation out here is already pretty chaotic. But, what do you mean by that? Dr. Tiber. Beneath this entire land lies an invisible yet intricate net. No single city can break free from this net of conspiracy and intrigue, and especially not Lungmen, as it is situated in the midst of giants. Perhaps you already know this. Perhaps you don't. Nevertheless, I have to take all these factors into consideration. Chief Wei, you should have shared this information with us if you wanted our mission to progress more smoothly. At least, you should have told me. I must apologize yet again, Miss Amiya. From my position, I simply cannot disclose all our intel. If you were standing in my shoes, you would have made the same decision. What happened in the Chernobog ruins was a pity, but at least you achieved something. You used us to draw Reunion's attention. No, the LGD was right there with you. You used all of us as bait. Huh? We planned for all this a long time ago. Reunion's infiltration only deepens as the time passes, so we had to quickly make a decision. At the most crucial moment, when Reunion was most vulnerable, Rhodes Island was made to draw their attention. He led Reunion to believe that the LGD had been separated, and fooled them into thinking that Lung Men was undefended. Ah, well said, Dr. Tiber. Chief, of course you'd need us to hold Reunion back. The more the better, right? When the lurking Reunion saw Lung Men in such a state, there's no way they wouldn't spring at an opportunity. And as soon as they began to emerge from their lairs, and then BAM! Lung Men's elite forces would be waiting for them, seemingly out of nowhere. How long have you been concealing Lung Men's power? Did you already start preparing for this after the Chernobog incident? Lung Men kept you safe and helped you return to a position that could maximize your value. You left Amiya to die back there in the middle of so many enemies. What kind of position are you talking about? I just hope that Rhodes Island can understand that we all have to face this difficult situation together. Miss Blaze, Dr. Tiber, it's fine. Miss Fire helped us defeat Reunion's forces. Together, Lung Men did not abandon us. You don't have any proof. Our agreement is still valid. No matter what happened during the process, only the end result can satisfy me. No matter what happened, Dr. Tiber of Rhodes Island, I believe I've made myself clear the last time we met. You do not have a choice in this matter, but at least you can choose how you eliminate your enemies. Let's be a little bit diplomatic about this. Nobody will happily smile and go on their way after being deceived. I do not intend to fool anyone, though, objectively speaking, I may well have fooled Reunion. But none of that can be proven. Reunion may also have access to our secrets. We can only hope to destroy them before they come to grasp our strategies. So, does this goal motivate you at all? Miss Amiya, Dr. Tiber, the cooperation between us has not ended yet. A counterattack is imminent. We will demonstrate Lung Men's stature, wisdom, and unity to them. If possible, I would also like to witness Rhodes Island's professionalism, resolve, and bravery. In 15 minutes, Madam Chen will return to fight at your side. Mr. Wei, I hope you don't forget what you just said. Because Rhodes Island will not. Naturally. Blaze, Dr. Tiber, let's go. Ah, by the way, Madam Chen, where is Inspector Hoshiguma? I don't see her around. Is she alright? She had some minor injuries, nothing serious. Oh, I see. Madam Chen, Rhodes Island can also give you a checkup and provide some quick treatment if needed. No thanks. You don't have to worry about anything. Our medical procedures are completely confidential. A little bit of elbow grease is good enough. If you insist, then I won't force you. In that case, I'll see you later then, Madam Chen. 5 a.m. Clear. Chief's office, Upper Lung Men. Chief Wei, how's everything on your end? Good, of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't have time to chat with you here. Did they agree to slow down the operation? Of course, but there is a time limit. Today and tomorrow, if Reunion is still not contained after 2 days, you know what will happen. Only 2 days? That's not enough time. I can't... 2 days and nights are already too generous. In comparison, I will only give you 1 day. 1 day? I want you to take care of everything within a day. Chief Wei, if they can help us, we can get rid of Reunion within hours. Wouldn't that minimize our losses? That's not important. Lungmen should be able to handle its own problems once and for all. That is our first principle. That is what we need to demonstrate to them. So, everyone, get moving. Go, Madam Chen. It is time to show Reunion some Lungmen hospitality. Understood. Chief Wei, I do have one question. Even if you can't answer right now, I hope you can give me a reasonable guess after everything is over. You may ask, this is supposed to be Reunion's all-out attack. In that case, why is their leader, Tallulah, not appeared in Lungmen? I thought things were progressing smoothly. Why are you frowning then? Have we received any response from Ursus? Still nothing. And we still can't get in contact with Speaker Wit? Unfortunately, our messenger hasn't even been able to meet him. By the looks of things, the Ursus Empire is completely opaque. Umisuki, I have a premonition. This whole thing is just the start of something much bigger. The last time I heard you say that was many years ago. When did I say that? I've completely forgotten why I would say something like that. That was right after we first met. Are you saying that you've forgotten about everything that's happened between us? No way. How could I? I just can't remember most things apart from our time together. Nice try, you sweet talker. Unfortunately, this isn't something you'll be able to forget. You said that this to my face 20 years ago, that if we lost, the city would be under a different name, and become just another stepping stone on the path to Ursa's hegemony. If we had lost, you wouldn't be the one sitting here. He would. Duke of Cache. Alas, poor Tal. Don't you think she reminds us of him? But he's already dead. Killed by Tallulah herself. Episode 5, Necessary Solutions, Finale. Alright, with that, Episode 5 is complete. Alright, so, that means it's time for Episode 6, but not today. Alright, so, once again, as stated, it is time to conclude. But yes, that was surprisingly easy. I guess that goes to show just what a little bit of strategizing can do for you. But yes, I have come a long way, not to toot my own horn, but I have definitely gotten a lot better at this game since I first started playing it. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to seem too proud of myself, but I am happy with how things turned out. But yes, so time to wrap up as stated. So, if anyone has any raid suggestions, I would be delighted to hear them. If not, I can find a target on my own. In the meantime, I will take a sip, and then I'll go over the business. Sip. So, tomorrow, once again, we'll be doing the 4th anniversary stream. Yes, that will be what it will be. Yes. Yeah, again, I don't have a whole lot planned for it. We're just going to be talking, and we'll probably figure it out as we go. But yes, so that is that. Then, other than that, next week we should be... Yeah, next week I will try to go to a more regular schedule. Yes, again, I do want to keep up a schedule of streaming 5 times a week, not 6 times a week as I did this week. But yeah, 5 times a week is the plan. We might step it down just a little bit, down to 4 or so. I might not stream on Monday. Because again, my throat is bothering me a little bit. So it's possible that going from about 2 streams a week up to 6 streams a week was maybe a bit too much, a bit too fast. And perhaps we could have been a little bit more cautious with it. But generally speaking, I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah. No raid suggestions that I see. So. Oh. Definitely we need to wrap this up. Okay. Who are we going to visit tonight? Let's go and see Luminous Lumi, who is playing some more Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stones. So yes, based on the title of her stream, she might actually be close to the end of her game as well. So to anyone hoping to avoid Fire Emblem: The Sacred Stone spoilers, that is your warning, I suppose. So yes, Luminous Lee. Okay, so the customary raid message is... Oh, nope, I spelled it wrong. So, Luminous Lee, what did I do wrong? Ah, I forgot the N. I would have thought that it would be forgetting the correct number of I's to use or something like that, but no. Alright, so, the customary raid message is, as always, we have arrived. And so, thank you for being here tonight. I hope that you have had a fine night. I certainly have, with having done this so relatively smoothly. But yes, I hope that you've had a fine night. I hope that you will continue to have a fine night every night, and I hope that you will be well until the next time I see you. Thank you all very much, and farewell. Let us get this raid underway.